46 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Pahrump, where we speak barbecue. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, a street fight on the west side of town injures two. A woman riding a bike is struck by a car. And it's back to school for Nye County School District students. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, August 8th, 2016. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. A manufactured home caught fire this afternoon on the south end of town on Cheyenne Way. The fire did spread to other structures in close proximity. No injuries have been reported. Fire crews are on scene and we'll have the full report on tomorrow night's broadcast. A fight that could have turned deadly ended up with two males in their 20s in the hospital. No arrests have been made.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to the area of Ann's and Leslie Street late last night for over 30 people that were standing in the roadway. Shortly after the police arrived on scene, they heard gunfire. One of the vehicles took off. They located that vehicle in the parking lot of Desert View Hospital with one bullet hole in the side of the car. One person was seeking medical attention for some type of injury to his ear. Another person on Rose Street was injured and has slashes to their face. These are the two people that police identify as part of a fight that happened over a girl. No one has been arrested at this point. There was one shot fired into the vehicle and no one was struck, according to the Nye County Sheriff's Office. Police are still investigating. If you have any information, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000.
And a bike rider was hit by a car backing up Saturday on West Street.
One female was transported on Saturday on West Street in front of the Cancer Victims Thrift Store after being struck by a vehicle that was backing up in the parking lot. The female on the bike admitted that she went behind the vehicle as it was backing up. She sustained minor injuries and was transported via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance to Desert View Hospital. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And a local charity that helps kids eat while they're not in school was burglarized over the weekend.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office are investigating a break-in that occurred at the building in which Food for Thought operates out of, behind the New Hope Fellowship Church on West Street. Someone broke into the window, took a monitor and a couple boxes that had backpacks inside, as well as other items. If you have any information about this break-in, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000.
And this morning, kids all over Nye County went back to school.
Students within the Nye County School District went back to school this morning. The Nye County Sheriff's Office was out in full force and wants to remind motorists that back to school time means that school buses will be back on the road and students will be walking along the side of the road and waiting for buses. Please watch carefully for children near the school buildings in areas where school buses are traveling and where there are signs for school zones or bus stops. Remember that if you are approaching a school bus from either the front or behind and its yellow lights are flashing, the bus is preparing to stop. If the bus's red lights are flashing, you must stop. It is the law. This includes in parking lots and on school grounds. The Nye County Sheriff's Office was in full force this morning handing out tickets in front of Pahrump Valley High School. Please remember that in the school zones, it's 15 miles per hour. We caught up with Tim Wambaker, principal of Rosemary Clark Middle School, to find out more information.
School Went over very well. A lot of kids, a little bit under 900 so far here. A few issues, of course, that we start with every year is immunizations. We have some kids who didn't have their 7th grade shot. Some didn't have their 6th or 8th grade immunizations caught up. So we're looking at about 30 kids that needed to go home today. Breakfast was kind of chaotic because coming from the elementary schools, a lot of 6th graders either didn't know their numbers, but those are the simple glitches that start every school year, and it'll be great. We have school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. No school Thursday and Friday. A lot of parents aren't aware of that yet, so that's all across Nye County School District because we have in-service days. But over the next 3 days, we'll get it all figured out and be ready to start again on Monday.
A lot of people aren't aware of the requirements. You guys send out letters, and then also even the transportation issue. Sometimes they're not aware they need to fill out another application for that.
There's a lot of forms they need to refill out. Transportation, they send it out every summer, and we had a great turnout at open house. We had easily over 100 applications turned in with the transportation table that was there. But you're correct. Those forms need to be filled out every year. They have to give transportation a couple days to get it all caught up because now is the chaotic time. We always call the kids out at the beginning of 6th period today to make sure everybody knows how they're getting home, and we always have a little bit of chaos with that over the next couple days. They also need to fill out the free and reduced lunch form. That's an every year thing, and a lot of the parents think that, well, my child had it last year, so they should be able to continue on. You got to fill it out every year, so very important to get that in right away. We do have a great program this year where, since we have recess before the bell, all of our RCMS students will be able to get free breakfast. So every student at Rosemary Clark will be able to eat free breakfast if they choose. So.
Your Desert View Hospital Health Tip when we return.